It's getting cold and rats and mice are trying to find their way in. So if you're dealing with mice or rats, you're going to want to hear this. If you're living in a brick home, check around the outside, look for plumbing intrusions or any electrical conduit lines that could lead to any potential entry point. Check along the eave boxes, especially around the bird block. If you've got a home with like regular siding or whatever, look beneath the siding, see if you see any big gaps that they can weasel their way through. If you're in a home with a crawl space, you're going to want to check all of your vents, make sure they're nice and screened off. If you've got a stucco home, check along the J-trim. Typically in corners, you can find some wider gaps that they can make their way through. If you find any gaps that can be sealed with steel wool, that's the way to go. It's easy and it works great. If you're doing any trapping, make sure the trigger is always facing the wall. Don't put your traps sideways, don't put them at an angle, don't put them in the middle of the floor. You're begging for basically creating what's called trap shyness. So if they end up triggering off a trap and it wasn't placed properly and they don't get caught, they very likely will not ever go back to one of your traps. In those cases, if you're seeing trap shyness, then what you should do is you bait your traps without setting them. Leave them for a week, wait, let them take the bait, and then reset your trap. Rodent baiting is an option as well. However, I'm not a really big fan of a lot of the baits that are available out there. So depending on where you're at, you may not be able to get stuff that I would really recommend. But again, the big thing, trapping and seal work, you can get your problem solved usually pretty easily. Now, if you're dealing with things in the attic, that's a bit of a different story. I'd probably suggest a professional so you don't fall through your ceiling.